We outside, kinda, again. It is a little too windy to do a video outside. So I decided to make this video in my car because I felt like it was very important message that I had, and it's very early and I'm actually about to go into work. This message came to me in a dream that I had this morning, and I was like, I should share exactly what happened, and I'm not going to, because I tend to overshare, and I want to be mindful to protect my energy. So I won't be sharing the specific details of what happened, but I will say that it was extremely powerful, and it happened in a dream that carried over into a waking state, and it was just message after message after message after message. It was like an overload of messages that came this morning, and I knew that I needed to make this video while it was fresh. So here we are, kind of outside. And I pray that this message is received by who is meant to receive it and when they're meant to receive it. So the message is, and this is something that has been coming through a lot lately. The message is to wait. To wait. Whatever it is that you're working on or working towards, and you're starting to feel some impatience, and you're questioning why it hasn't happened yet, it's because the timing is not right. And the timing has to be on God's time. And you may feel that the time is now. And I know I'll speak for myself. I have the tendency to be impatient at times, which is why I practice. I have a lot of practices that I do that cultivate patience for me. And so this message is for me also. It's not time yet. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. And I'm really having the message of a T.D. Jakes sermon come to mind, where he's speaking of the enemy planted weed seeds amongst the wheat. And when the seed was in the ground, you couldn't tell that the weed was planted amongst the wheat until it started to grow up, and it was coming out of the ground where the workers could see that it was weed amongst the wheat. And they were frantic. They didn't know what to do. And what was decided was that they would wait until harvest time, is when the weed and the wheat is fully grown, is when you could tell the difference and when it could be separated. So we are approaching harvest time. It's coming. And it is important to allow the weeds to stay where they are. And when it's time to harvest, we'll be able to separate the weed from the wheat. And in the meantime, be still. Do nothing. And I know I've said this before, but it needs to be said again. And maybe in the last message it was not received. So I'm going to say it again. Be still. There is power in stillness. Allow God to do the work. Allow what you have planted to fully grow. And when the harvest time comes, you'll know. So there's probably a lot of people. I notice there's some YouTubers, some spiritual workers that I follow that have been getting sick lately and have been experiencing illness. And I believe that when we experience dis-ease, it is a time to rest and to be still and to go inward. Maybe it's a time to fast. Maybe it's a time to pray more. Maybe it's a time to break. Whatever being still looks like to you and how that manifests in your life, do that. Be still and allow God to work in your life. And trust that the timing will be on God's time. Know that it's coming. You've planted the seeds, and the harvest is ahead. So be still. Sit that ass down. Y'all take care.